Hello and welcome to Looking at the Markets with David Modell. I want to give you a strategy involving ATR, or average true range. This is probably going to be used mostly for day trading, although I suppose you could swing trade with this as well. But right now I'm on tradingview.com and I've got the 15-minute candles up there. But if you want more detail in your candles, you can certainly try using this with 1 minute, 2 minute, 3, 5, whatever you prefer. Okay? So I've got the 15-minute up there for Netflix, NFLX, and every platform is different, but to get the ATR, or average true range, on TradingView, you would go to Indicators and Strategies, click on that, and then actually it's right there right on the screen there, because it starts with A, okay, average true range, ATR. Or you can just type it in, either ATR, comes right up, or average, comes right up there, okay? So you can use the search function as well. That's for tradingview.com. All right, so the ATR should be below your candles. And again, this is for Netflix stock. And so what you can do is, well, first of all, average true range. I have a whole separate video on that, so I'm not going to go into a long explanation of what ATR is. But just really briefly, gives you an idea of the range of movement. How much does this stock or whatever it is move? And it doesn't have to be stocks. You can use this. It's really just math. And so you can use this on cryptocurrencies or whatever it is, okay? Commodities, futures, things like that. Forex pairs, currency pairs, whatever. So but I'm just going to say stock. So the line is down here, ATR line, as you can see, and then the stock price is up here with the candles. And so at the end of a trading day, all right, so for example with stocks, that would be 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time is the end of the trading day, all right, so that it would be right here, right before the market closes. What you can do is you can look at the price. Where did it close? Okay, so for example, for Netflix on this particular day, you could see if it's a red candle, if the last candle's red, you'll know that it closed at the bottom of the body of that last candle there. Okay, and so let's say it ended at 483.55, because Netflix, it's kind of an expensive stock, right? So $483.55. All right, you take that number, so you pull up your calculator. All right, there we go, 483.55, and then you would add at the same time, at the end of the day, the close, you would add the average true range. So in this case, it is exactly $2.50. So I'm going to add to the closing price the average true range, $2.50 to 483.55. Add them up. I'm getting 486 and a nickel, 486.05. So if the price the next day goes above that number, 486.05, that's when you can buy if you want to use this strategy. Now, don't just use a strategy because somebody in a video said it, okay? You want to make your own decisions, do your own due diligence. I even recommend testing this out with demo or virtual trading with no real money to make sure it works. You want to test it out, make sure it works before you use any real money at all. And if you use stop losses, always respect your stop losses. Have an exit strategy. Okay, so the next day, if it went above, the closing price plus the average true range, add them together, and if it goes above that number, 486.05, then I could get in with a long position. Did it happen the next day? Let's see. Looks like no. Looking for 486.05. It's going up there, though. It's going up. 483, 485, and there it is. 486. It was right about, let's say, right about in the middle of this candle. As this candle was forming, I'm in. Okay, as soon as it went above it, I would get in and then ride it up, and you would actually have done okay. You would have gone up to about 491. Not bad for a small gain if your timing was good. Hopefully you know when to get out. Okay, you want to have a profit target and then a stop loss of some sort if you're a day trader. Okay, so that's just an example because it did go up moderately after that. All right. and hopefully you got out, or else hopefully you had a stop loss because it did go down quite a bit after that. All right. And then you can repeat it the next day. All right. So you can take that, the closing price of the next day. All right. Calculate that. And then you kind of start over with it. 470.35. That's where it closed the next day. 470.35. Then you would add, under that same candle at the end of the day, whatever the average true range is, 243. I'm adding $2.43. And there's my trigger number. Once again, 472.78. If it goes above that the next day, I would take a long position, 472.78. And it certainly did. It triggered it right about, let's see, 472, actually the next day. So I would have gotten right in. Actually, it opened lower than that. It opened at 470.61, but right when it went above 472.78, bam, I would have gotten in. It chopped around sideways for a while, and then up, and away. And hopefully, again, this, you have to have some sort of target for your profit and then a stop loss. This strategy does not tell you when to get out. It only tells you an idea of when to get in. Now, what if you never get a trigger? What if it never went above that trigger number that you got? Maybe the stock just kind of went sideways or down for the whole day. Okay, then you don't take the trade. It's okay. You can go a day without taking a trade. That's fine. You don't want to take a bad trade. All right. You probably want to go in the momentum of the stock. You want to go with whatever the trend is. If you're a day trader, I would think. So you don't want to fight that, right? And so this is an interesting way to do it. And at the end of the day, you want to recalculate it according to this strategy. You don't want to just keep that trigger number forever. All right. So there's the strategy. Pretty simple. If you want more help with trading or investing, I do offer that. You can email me for coaching at davidmodell@gmail.com. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. I want to thank you for watching and listening. I will talk to you again soon.